Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Today we're taking short tours to the top 10 creepiest museums. From Mexico to Oklahoma, Japan, and more. We're going through the strange artifacts we choose to keep and display in places all over the world. Number 10. Museum of the Mummies. In Guanajuato, Mexico, there is a museum of mummies from the cholera outbreak in the 1830s. About 3 decades later, the bodies were exhumed after the families refused to pay for permanent burials. They weren't all mummified on purpose. Some just became that way due to the climate. At first, the bodies were just stored, but then tourists started coming to see them. Then, next thing we know, a museum opened. There are 111 mummies in total, including adults and children, and seeing them up close can be a very chilling experience. Number 9. The Museum of Death. Not the liveliest museum, that's for sure. Located in sunny LA, the Museum of Death includes collections from awful crime scenes, torture tools made by serial killers, and even coffins and suicide notes. This museum, without a doubt, shows you the darkest parts of human nature. Number 8. The London Dungeon. You think modern torture is bad? Well, it is. Waterboarding is no joke. But the London Dungeon is a museum that will remind you just how bad torture used to be in medieval times. In fact, you might get a little queasy just thinking about it. It's a massively popular tourist attraction, but many are known to be clutching their chests and holding back tears by the end. Number 7. Museum of Osteology. This Oklahoma museum seems like it's some sort of medical facility. I suppose in some way it is. Truly, it's a skeleton museum, holding about 300 skeletons of humans, primates, reptiles, and birds. While it's made for educating people, it's mostly just terrifying. I think this is the place I'd visit in broad daylight with lots of friends. Even then, it would feel like you're in a removed scene from Jumanji. Number 6. Museum of Witchcraft and Magic. You can find this museum in Cornwall, UK. Of course, England has a museum of witchcraft and magic. At this point, the fact that they don't call it a museum of witchcraft and wizardry is a slap to Harry Potter fans everywhere. Though I suppose what you find here is much scarier than anything in the J.K. Rowling books. Items in the museum include glass spirit bottles, skulls, witches' charms, and Halloween exhibits. Want to be extra scared? Go at night and catch the magic of all these artifacts in action. Maybe. We're not promising anything. Number 5. The Parasite Museum. Tokyo really decided we're already too touristy with this one. The award for the least desirable museum visit goes to the Parasite Museum in Japan. It holds 450,000 parasites for viewing. The grossest? Probably the one that's over 28 feet or 8.5 meters long, the largest known in the world. Seeing the worms and knowing just how vulnerable people are to them might make you skip your next meal. Number 4. Glore Psychiatric Museum. Only a place like St. Joseph, Missouri would consider making a tourist attraction out of psychiatric history. On the other hand, we applaud them for their collection of tools, uniforms, electroshock equipment, hospital furnishings, and more that date back over 130 years. Though the artifacts themselves aren't that horrifying, the vibes certainly are. You can see artwork created by schizophrenics and nails that were pulled out of the stomach of an ill patient. They even added mannequins to add a little more creep factor to the whole place. And let's just say, it works. Number 3. The Voodoo Museum. In New Orleans, Louisiana, is where you'll find real fear. Voodoo, often considered black magic, is often used to curse others, force them to do things, even make them ill. If you're into this sort of thing, this museum holds many instruments and items used to conduct these dark practices that you'll love to look at. From snakeskin, lizard tails, and more, it certainly makes you wonder if the stuff actually works. Number 2. Cushing Center at Yale University. The name may not sound like much at all, but this Connecticut museum has jars upon jars of human body parts. Want to see just how strange genetic mishaps can be? This museum has fetuses, crossbreed animals, like a snake with the head of a rat, brains in jars, old medical photographs, journals, and books, just to name a few. Where did all these horrible things come from, and why do they exist? You'll have to visit the place and find out. Number 1. Vent Haven Museum. This Kentucky museum took the scariest dolls and put them all in one location. And we're not talking about baby dolls here. We're talking about, ventriloquist dummies. You know, those things you're probably afraid of because you read Night of the Living Dummy as a kid. Perhaps the most frightening aspect of it all is that they are so lifelike, and staring into a room of them, you just expect one of them to move on its own. There's not just a few either. They have over 900 of them. Some of these dolls have even appeared in horror movies. It's not exactly meant to be a scary museum, as lovers of ventriloquism are true fans. But they probably know the creepiness is what most people are visiting for. Thanks for watching. Know of any other strange, scary, or just odd museums we can visit? Let us know in the comments. Become part of the Top 10 Archive Museum of Video Excellence by subscribing, clicking the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up.